Today we are about to review Cellucor C4 Original Pre-Workout. As always, if you would like to check out the full blog post, head over to Google and type in FeastGood plus Cellucor C4 Original. There you'll find the full article along with the way to save some money. Let's get straight into it. C4 is one of the most popular and recognized pre-workout supplements of all time. Launched in 2011, the yellow and chrome bottle have been a staple of supplement store shelves for over a decade. While it advertises itself as an original explosive pre-workout, aside from the name, the reality is that there isn't much explosive about it. C4 Original features 150 milligrams of caffeine, about the same amount as a small Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It contains patented ingredients that have been clinically proven to increase energy and endurance and delay fatigue, like carnosine, beta-alanine, and 𝐏𝐫𝐞. However, the doses found in the C4 pre-workout fall well below those that were used in research trials. Cellucor has come out with more formulas in the last few years, like C4 Ultimate and C4 Dynasty, which have clinical doses of key performance enhancing ingredients like creatine monohydrate, beta-alanine, and citrulline, to name a few. Now, one important thing to note when shopping for Cellucor C4 is the amount of different varieties that they actually stock on the shelves. Aside from the two formulas that I previously mentioned, C4 also comes in a varieties: C4 Sport, C4 Super Sport, C4 Ripped, C4 Rip Sport, C4 Rip Super Sport, C4 Ultimate Shred, C4 Smart Energy, and C4 Extreme. Do they need to have that many? Not only are there over a dozen different variations, but the same product can have different formulas depending on which country you're in. To avoid confusion, the one we tried and tested here on the channel is the original C4 pre-workout. This is a huge change and a big difference in regards to the pre-workouts that I just tried and tested recently on the channel, like Pre-Cage, Transparent Labs Bulk, and Huge Sups Rect. Those all feature scoop sizes around 30 grams. If you want to check out those videos, they will be down linked below. Despite having an ingredient list that is 11 ingredients long, the full scoop serving of C4 measures only 6.5 grams. Like I mentioned, coming from 30 grams to 6.5, it is very small. This product does what I call dusting, which is where they add very small amounts of ingredients for the sake of saying that they have them all in the formula. But the doses aren't high enough to actually have a noticeable performance benefit. For example, C4 can boast and advertise that it uses 𝐏𝐫𝐞, which has been showing to increase energy without jitter, increase motivation, and improve mental clarity. However, these benefits have been seen with doses of 125 milligrams of 𝐏𝐶𝐫𝐞 or higher. C4 only uses 12.5 milligrams. Due to it being lower in total stimulants, I found that I was able to take this for evening workouts around 6 p.m. or 7 and still fall asleep without issue around 11 p.m. Now, with any other pre-workout that I've tried and tested or anything else other than C4, there is no way that I can take a pre-workout later than about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Because it contains a low dose of beta-alanine, the paresthesia, the skin tingling effect, is quite mild. Ultimately, even a 2-scoop serving falls short of having clinically effective doses of the majority of ingredients. So this product doesn't provide much athletic benefit aside from an energy boost due to the caffeine. I may also be coming at this product at a bit of a bias since I just finished reviewing some of the very highest dose pre-workouts in the league, like Pre-Caged Elite, Huge Sups Rec, Transparent Labs, to name a few, with serving sizes nearly 5 times bigger than Cellucor C4 and full clinical doses of most of the ingredients. I still consider C4 Original a suitable option for anyone who has never taken pre-workout before and wants something without significant side effects. Now, when I used to train in the past and train other people, I always recommended Cellucor C4 because it's a good pre-workout to assess their tolerance when it comes to pre-workout when they first get started into the gym. If they don't really feel it, I would add maybe 2 scoops for them. And then if they still didn't feel it, then you can go up to those mediocre and better pre-workouts. Personally, this is not a pre-workout for me. This is something I call a level 1 out of 5 pre-workout. Transparent Labs or Cage products would be like a 4 or 5 out of 5. 3 things I liked. Lower in caffeine. C4 contains the same amount of caffeine as a small cup of commercially available coffee at 150 milligrams per scoop. This is enough to get a sufficient energy boost, but not so much that it will have a significant impact on sleep quality if taken later in the day. Secondly, good taste and mixability. C4 Original comes in a variety of juice-like flavors that dissolve almost entirely, giving a drinking experience similar to pre-mixed drinks like Gatorade. Third and final thing that I liked about it is that it is actually reasonably priced. At only 66 cents per serving, C4 comes at a remarkable value. The low cost is definitely a result of not having a large amount of ingredients. Even still, it makes a good option for someone with a modest supplement budget who is only looking for an energy boost. Now let's get into two things I did not like about it. First thing, does not have substantial doses of ingredients. The biggest drawback here is that C4, aside from the caffeine and the B vitamins, does not contain high enough doses of any ingredients to provide a significant boost to performance or recovery. While it calls itself an explosive pre-workout, the reality is it is quite a mild formula that is best suited for people who are new to taking pre-workouts or just looking for a good mild energy boost. And the last thing I did not like is that it actually uses artificial coloring. C4 uses artificial dyes like FD&C Blue number 1 and FD&C Red 40 Blue dye number 1, which has been linked to adverse side effects. One of the first things I noticed when shaking up C4 Fruit Punch was how aggressively red colored it actually was. This ultimately, which made me immediately think to check the label and see what non-medical ingredients they used. Let's now get into one of my favorite topics in regards to the review, how Cellucor C4 stacks up against the other pre-workouts we have tried and tested on the channel. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on price. The redeeming characteristic of Cellucor C4 Original is that it comes in at a bargain price of only 60 cents per serving. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on taste. Now, C4 comes in a variety of different fruit-like flavors, like Fruit Punch, Icy Blue Raz, Pink Lemonade, and Cherry Lemonade. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on mixability. C4 mixes up easily with virtually no residue or gritty texture, which makes it an appealing option for anyone who considers themselves to be sensitive to gritty textures. We've given it a 3 out of 5 on energy. C4 Original contains 150 milligrams of caffeine and 200 milligrams of acetyl L-tyrosine, which will work together to provide reasonable energy and good mental focus. We've given it a 1 out of 5 on pump. With only a small dose of L-arginine, Cellucor C4 Original does not contain any clinical doses of ingredients to support increased muscle and blood flow. And lastly, we've given it a 1 out of 5 in regards to strength. Cellucor C4 does not contain some ingredients to support strength like beta-alanine and creatine. Unfortunately, these doses are so low that they are not sufficient enough for eliciting a significant benefit. On the left-hand side are the ingredients, next to that are the dosages, next to that are the clinical effective doses, and then finally checked or unchecked boxes if the pre-workout meets those standards. As you can see from the chart, not one ingredient meets clinical dosing. This is a great example of pre-workout that is only giving you a sprinkle of each ingredient. Vitamin C, caffeine anhydrous, and niacinamide are the ingredients we aren't able to establish an effective dose. Now, if you'd like to learn more about each one of these ingredients, what they do and what are their benefits, check out our full blog post down below in the description box. C4 is for people who are new to pre-workout and want a product that is lighter with fewer potential side effects, people who have a very strict supplement budget, and people who only want an energy boost from their pre-workout and they aren't concerned with strength or pump. I would not recommend Cellucor C4, anyone looking for a high stim pre-workout, anyone who is sensitive to food dyes or wants to avoid artificial flavors and colors, and lastly, anyone who wants their pre-workout to provide significant boost to strength, pump, and endurance. I've done a lot of research on how to get the best bang for your buck in regards to C4, and any links will be down below. I try to keep the description box up to date with the most current offers or sales to the best places to find these products. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.